Hello and welcome to Everything To Guppy, the podcast where we talk about every single item, every single enemy, every single everything in the Binding of Isaac. I'm William Hughes, and I'm joined, as always, by a real, cake is a lyman, Gary Butterfield.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cake is a Lyman.
Hi, I'm Cake is a Lyman.
Do you remember Lyman from Garfield?
I do remember Lyman from Garfield. Pops up like once a decade now.
Yep, just like a cicada. Like they just pull him from the crypt.
I hope that Jim Davis puts a refutation of the dog cum Garfield on his grave when he dies.
I would like to see the comic turn to be mostly about that for a long time.
Just addressing it.
Yeah.
Being like
just John turns to the camera.
Yeah. I mean, John thinks to himself. God. I mean, there's not a Garfield joke that hasn't been made before, but God, John is a sad man.
Yeah, that's so the joy I get out of Garfield, a lot of it comes from that. Because I'm a mild Garfield defender.
Interesting.
Yeah, I kind of like Garfield. This is news for you, but not news for Object Suffering listeners who know that I liked Garfield a lot as a kid. I have some positive feelings towards Garfield.
Yeah, no, I'm just a U.S. Acres guy, you know.
I have positive feelings about U.S. Acres as well.
I just, anything that was on Garfield and Friends, you know?
Yeah. The Friends.
Lorenzo, the work. Yeah. I'm a big fan of any of the work of Lorenzo music.
I love that name.
Carlton the Norman on Rhoda.
Do you know what I would have done for the intro for this one?
Gary, I bet I'm about to find out.
I would have said Ventricle Toka. Would you have got that?
I would not have. What's the reference there?
In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2,
sure,
the mutants
Toka.
They created are Toka and Razor.
Okay. Yeah, that would be... that would have required some... I probably would have had to do some caveats before. I would have had to really walk the listener through every step of the logic before busting that one out.
Yeah, I would have definitely drawn the show to a halt.
Yeah. It would. If you had said that, it would absolutely have ground the show.
Kill the pacing.
It would really Gary. I feel like we have good chemistry. That's kind of the whole point of the show, and that would have dumped concrete on the chemistry.
Yeah, put it out like a fire. And it would have been way longer until we said what the item was or what it did.
And it would have put up one of those signs this is not a place of honor. So that future generations would know not to touch this toxic fucking shitty joke you made.
Well, also, if let's say that was somebody's first episode and they're like, listen,
just radioactive waste of a brick.
I love the Binding of Isaac, but I really need to know about this item. And they put on that episode. This episode. What a kick in the dick for them.
Gary, yeah, I can report from personal point of view that joke does feel not unakin to a K to the D.
K to the D to the dick for the me. Gonna get sucked.
Oh, you brought me back with your amazing flow.
I do have. I was in a rap band. Ventricle Razor is what we would be talking about if we weren't talking about that joke.
Yeah, which we are. So the idea is that Razor, which is spelled Rehzar or something like that.
It's real weird. Yeah. And I also don't know exactly what he is. He's like a wolf some kind of beast.
Kind of thing. Wolf kind of
thing.
Like
a wolf thing, but he's orange. So he's got fox look to him.
Yeah.
And then Toka's also a turtle. That seems, I don't care for that.
Right.
He's just a meaner turtle.
Yeah. And dumber. They're supposed to be childlike, if memory serves. It's been a minute since I've seen TSOTO.
Yes.
Boy, I wish I could have busted that out faster. Now I feel like we're both, Gary.
Well, can we talk about that for a little bit?
I would like to give a formal apology for ruining the pacing of our fucking podcast.
You ruined the pacing of our ruined pacing. This is like a cake rack of a stripper sitting on a cake.
What?
It's
Gary, we need to talk about this. A cake rack of a stripper sitting on a cake.
Yeah. It's a wrecked cake with an image of a cake being wrecked upon it. I ruined the pacing.
Cake wreck.
Yeah.
I heard cake rack.
Oh, I don't have one cake, let alone many cakes that would necessitate an entire rack.
Hey, you did a Wayne's World joke, Gary.
Bringing it back to movies from the 90s.
Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah.
Any other, great. Oh, Coneheads, Narfle the Garthunk, right?
Consume mass quantities. What if Wayne and Garth got oozed? What do you think they'd turn into?
Gary, that's the genius of this show, is that I've been so mad at you for the last 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and then you asked me such a good fucking question.
I think that's a good question, honestly.
I mean,
I got a really good answer for Garth. I don't
okay, I mean, the easy answer on Garth is that he would turn into the sexy lady Bugs Bunny, right?
I didn't think so, but convince me.
Right, because in some ways I think the ooze expresses your inner desires. And I think that monologue of Garth suggests that he wishes to be the sexy Bugs Bunny dressed up as perhaps a sexy Valkyrie.
So he might become hermaphroditic in his ooze state?
I think that's a possibility, although I don't like to think about the ooze and its effects on genitals. Gary, what was your answer on Garth going to be?
Turtle.
So Ventricle Razor
is really interesting, but I don't like it.
Yeah, no, it's like, this is really a week of like really interesting ideas with really varied execution.
Yep. Some are okay. Some are super dumb. This is so interesting. Like, I want this in a different game.
Right? In a game where like spacing matters more.
Port this into Half-Life. And then make a mod. Or have some students make a game around it.
Yeah, some kind of narbacular drop, Gary? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah, either that or a quantum conundrum.
I think narbacular drop was actually built off of the Quake engine. I played that back in the day, and I was like, this is a really cool idea. I hope they make something out of it. And oops, they did.
Bam. I love how Portal is like uncancelable. Like, Portal is so good, there hasn't been like the backlash against Portal that Portal is actually stupid.
Yeah, you know? I mean, even the humor is good enough to not bother me.
Yep.
And the game is unimpeachable.
It's totally unimpeachable. I love it. It's just like, it feels like it's so this is Portal. This gives you, you use a knife to cut into your mom's womb and or the ground.
Yeah.
And make blue and orange portals, that allows Isaac to teleport.
Across the 4 inches of screen space.
Well, you can do it, into other rooms.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Gary, I gotta tell you, this item's so boring, I've never fucked with it very much.
So it's like useful boring, for like,
yeah.
You get out of boss rush with it or whatever. You go into a challenge room where like you pick up the item and then you leave before you have to fight the bosses.
But teleporting in this game, so that obviously there is utility there.
Yeah.
But space in Isaac is not interesting enough for this to matter.
Because it's a roguelike. Because it's random. Yeah. It's not designed space. You have to design a game around that.
This isn't, it's not fucking Lloyd's Beacon in the Might and Magic games. One of the best spells ever. Or what is it in Morrowind? Mark and Recall, I think they're called.
Mark and Recall, or the gates and star keys and stargates from Kingsfield 1.
Sure.
Like, there's a lot of good versions of this. And this ain't it. Chief, that's the T.
Yeah. There's Kermit. What's he sipping?
Yep. He's sipping Lipton.
Kermit sipping Lipton. Kermit sipping Lipton with his old pal Mother Shipton, who was a psychic... A British psychic from like the 1600s.
Very good flow.
Gary, don't talk. Don't fucking talk down to me.
This is fine. I don't think my flow was that. Were you not talking down to me when I improvised the shitty rap?
But Gary, I didn't talk down to you. I think I explicitly said it was bad, didn't I? Or no, I did compliment your flow. Gary, sorry, I got confused.
Somebody can dish it, but can't take it.
Absolutely, Gary. That's my whole ethos.
That is your brand.
I dish so hard.
Yep, it is your brand. No taking, please.
No takey. No takey, please. Only dish.
Only dish. Ooh, I'm small bean. Oh man, I wish this was good.
It would be so good if it was good.
Yeah.
It's a really cool idea. It's a shop item, so it's easy to get.
Sure, but it's an active item, so you're huge opportunity cost. Doesn't have like a long charge or anything. It's just dumb.
Yeah. But you know what? Marks for effort.
Huge marks for effort. Like if I was just like if I was a French philosopher in a parlor, just presupposing Isaac items.
Sure. As I often imagine you to be.
This would give me a round of polite guffaws and harumps from my philosopher brethren.
I think Wayne would be a tarantula.
Ooh, that's really interesting.
I think I'm going off of the hair mostly.
That I could buy it.
And that kind of like a fuzzy, slightly hostile, slightly friendly feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. Like as if, and then would just bite you and like swing. And then he like unleashes his proboscis or his mouth parts or whatever.
Yeah. His spinnerets.
Yeah. I'm into that. Who else in Wayne's World? Tia Carrera could be like some kind of sexy moth. Who? What?
I just said she could get it.
Oh, not for me.
I was just I don't know. She's so sexualized in the movie that it's kind of imprinted on me.
Not for me.
Well, I was a little younger when I saw it.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on. If you like the show.
Rob Lowe. I mean, Lizard feels like maybe too much of a gimme.
Snape.
Oh,
Snape.
He oozes into Snape.
He oozes into Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh my God, Gary! The idea of a were Rickman is very funny to me.
Rickman, the were Rickman.
You're like, yeah, man, everything's going good. I'm just having a good day. I'm out with my.
Well.
Hello, Potter.
Hello, Potter.
I've got bottle shock.
Not tempt me, Potter.
Dogma.
I'm also an angel in Dogma.
Love Actually.
I'm dead.
And cancel Christmas.
The idea that the ooze could just make you morph with another person is very compelling to me.
Gary, how fucked up is it that I'm the one who referenced Prince of Thieves and not you?
That is extremely fucked up.
You feel? Yeah. Most fucked up thing we've said today.
Yeah, it's extremely fucked up. Boy, I could go for my monthly rewatch of that. But yeah, if you were like, let's say you had to ooze into one celebrity, who would you ooze into?
Okay, specifically oozing into them.
Yeah, like you not where ooze, like you become the mashup.
Oh, I become the mashup.
Yeah, like with the ooze. Don't make me explain Ninja Turtles to you.
Boy, my instinct, people have been joking about him on Twitter a lot, but I think it'd be really enjoyable, is Richard Kind.
Steve Bannon? Oh. Richard Kind would be very nice. That guy seems very, good. And
I met him. He's super garrulous. Yeah. And very, very nice.
I like that. I think I would choose somebody who looks a lot like me, but has fewer diseases and is thinner.
Yeah, that's kind of like the Richard Kind thing is me trying not to create a monster.
Yeah.
Because morphing me into Richard Kind is just a matter of moving a couple lumps of fat around.
It's basically done. You just shave it.
Well, that's mean. To someone?
Mean to who?
I don't know. Me or Richard Kind. Maybe both. I think if someone unironically told me, you look like Richard Kind, I would be insulted. But I think if someone said, hey, you look like this guy, he wouldn't feel great.
Yeah, it's not going to be good for either person. That's kind of beautiful. Patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.
Is that your new fucking segment? It's kind of beautiful. Anyway.
Patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv is where you should go. And you should leave us ratings and reviews.
Like this one from Podcast Addict, which I am pulling up right now. And then trying to remember what the last one we did was. Okay. Oh, the last one we did was the Steel one, which was tremendously funny. Mm-hmm. This is from Philip Rott. I had to Google this. I'm going to put the melody that should be with this on it. It's a 5-star review, so thank you for that. Hola, que coisa mai linda, mais chaya de graca y ala y menia. Que I can't do the right. It's the lyrics to. I mean, Gary, because you speak Portuguese. It's the lyrics to "The Girl from Ipanema" in the original Portuguese.
Sim.
Sumal.
Sumal. Our famous catchphrase: "Drink Sumal."
No, fuck that. Our catchphrase is "That's a night veil, baby."
That's a night veil, baby.
We're sticking with it for at least 2 weeks.